camp, and the guys did a great job. Our team is in shape. Fast-paced practice. Obviously, we got a lot of rough edges to grind off right now, but I'm real pleased with the first game.
John, in terms of guys breaking on the ball, what did you think of how the DBs were doing, like Barbarius and also Sean Constant and a lot of guys?
Yeah, I thought the secondary was really sharp, Aaron. Obviously, been a lot of plays, a lot of plays in the red zone, a lot of PPUs, a number of interceptions. Secondary, the whole defense, pass defense-wise, was really good.
Do you expect Bryant out here pretty soon? He's been working, trying to get to a point. Is he close to the point?
Well, he contacted us through a representative. He's dealing with an issue right now. I don't really want to speak for him on that. Just let him speak for himself on that.
Coach, as far as the conditioning, I mean, today's a good barometer, isn't it, with the first day and the weather?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's why guys need to be in great shape. That's why you need to prepare in the off-season to get yourself ready to lead for training camp, because camp is tough. You start off in 95-degree weather, 95% humidity, and you get up to 0 when the snow blowing all around you. So it's one of the things to do.
As a coach, do you prefer weather like this, really? I mean, just to kind of test your guys early?
Well, I'm a summer guy generally.
Yeah.
I like hot weather better than cold weather.
Right.
That's what you're asking.
But no, as a coach, though, just because of the conditioning, it does test your conditioning a little bit more.
It's good to have hot weather. It's good to get yourself out there and get acclimated to it. All the doctors will tell you that you have to be in it. You have to get used to it. It takes about a week to a week and a half to get used to it. But you don't want to be out here every day because that can be debilitating. So if we get a long period of hot weather, we'll go in there and turn the air on and get smart.
Coaches. Undrafted guys, Jamil McClain now going into his fifth year. How rewarding is it been to see the progress he's made? Because undrafted guys usually doesn't work out for him, and it's worked out for him. So.
Well, you're right. I mean, Jamil's one of those guys that he's an undrafted guy that you always kind of gauge guys through the first contract to see if they're going to be guys that you want to have back the second time around. And Jamil was one of those guys really right almost from the beginning. He's becoming, I think, one of the top linebackers in football, and that's his goal.
Coach, with the weather aside, I mean, you always like to have high-tempo practices, but you can't get as much as you used to be able to. How do you duplicate that tempo and get these guys ready for the regular season?
As far as the hitting part of it,
Yeah.
we'll get enough hitting in, I think. You don't get quite as many practices, but even before with the rules, you would never hit more than one time a day, or 2 a day. We usually go at it twice a day, at least in the last 10 years or so, even back in the old days, back when you were playing. But we'll get enough hitting in.
Coach, is Torrey Smith okay? Like on the pass that he had caught in the last drill, like he limped to the sideline.
Yeah,
okay?
I think he cramped up. So, Torrey's a guy with a very low percentage of body fat, so cramping is always a big issue for him.
John, how many less practices do you have during camp than you have when you first started?
Steve, I don't think we have really any less practices in the sense that we take that early practice and we call it alignment, assignment, communication, and technique practice. It's a very detailed walkthrough type practice. It's not quite as maybe fast as the old practice was, but that was out of pads anyway, so we count that as practice.